starting to show. And I'm not saying that in the derogatory sense, but the lack of basically kind of being able to identify a situation that you shouldn't be in. As to, the more you play, you'll be able to say, oh, wow, my forces are too weak to be engaging these guys here, and I need to move away. As these Zerglings did a good job of killing that Spine Crawler, and they would have been able to kill these Spore Crawlers. However, Milfonator was able to deploy more Zerglings and is going to go on the attack now. And another critical observation here is that we have two Overlords sitting here, easy targets for Mutalisks. That entire time, he could have done 200 minerals worth of damage. He could have attempted to supply lock Milfonator, as Milfonator doesn't have enough population to be supply locked. And right here, this engagement, one should have gone back to his Spine Crawler and engaged there, or allowed his Mutalisk to attack, as those Zerglings would not have been able to do anything to the Mutalisk, and the Spine Crawler would have been able to add its DPS to that fray, and would have been able to do a lot in helping those Zerglings survive, as all of those Zerglings did die. And now Milfonator is sitting pretty, as he has a lot of air defense, and he has a queen, and he has ground forces. And the economy is really locked steady right here. Now, of course, this is a good move by one, sitting his Mutalisk outside of the range of the Spore Crawlers, trying to do some economic damage here, but that queen was able to come over there and really lay a lot of hurt on that Mutalisk. That Mutalisk has 6 kills now, so he is definitely paying for himself, but he is almost dead. Once again, flying by this Overlord when he should be attacking it. This Overlord can't fight back. It's slow as all get out. These two Mutalisks would be able to kill it before it got over here. These are the kind of things that you need to focus on. As a lower level player, these are the little things that can take you and raise you, from... Or, no, wait, I'm sorry. This entire time. One is actually a silver player. That was my bad. One is in the Silver League. This is what can bring you from silver to gold to platinum. As he did have his early macro, he had that down pat. As you can see, he had a great economy going, as he is bringing his economy back online. Once again, Milfonator focusing on the one base, building up a large army, and then trying to push out, as they do have speed, but once again, you got to run all the way around. That gives one that much more time to anticipate that, as he could set these Mutalisks as pickets out here and sit outside his base and see this, and take a couple pot shots right there, try to kill 1 or 2 Zerglings, fly back over here, and then meet and greet them right here. As these Zerglings are going to come over here, and these Zerglings are going to be able to do a lot of damage. We only see 1 queen and 4 Zerglings. Now, these Mutalisks will be able to attack with immunity, but their DPS won't be enough to kill all of these Zerglings before he's able to do a lot of damage, as we do see that coming through here. And we are going to see the queen go down. We are going to see the Spine Crawler go down. That queen could have transfused this Spine Crawler before it died, giving it that much more life. We do see the drones sitting here, and he does finally deploy the drones, but the drones, I feel, should have been deployed earlier to try to soak up the damage from the Spine Crawlers, from the queen, as those are the things that are really going to be doing a lot of the damage here, and just really, as harvesters generally do, just soak up the damage, be the meat shield, be the fodder squad. And real quick, I do want to make note of the Baneling Nest. The Baneling Nest was a really good idea from one, as one Baneling will take out an entire swath of Zerglings, which is exactly Milfonator has been doing this one tactic here. And he, right now, one just now started attacking, as we saw 2 drones go down to those Zerglings. Really not, you need to really be paying attention to your mineral line, making sure that it is not being pillaged. These 5 Mutalisks finally taking note of this Overlord will be finally attacking, but there are just so many Zerglings starting to pour into one's base. He has no sort of defenses up. We should see another Spine Crawler coming down. Now, one has been reduced pretty much to nothing, as he does not have any sort of economy. We do see these 2 drones coming online for him, and Milfonator is just continuing to pump out these Zerglings, as he's going to be producing 8 more Zerglings. His economy is still really bad. But the fact is one's is worse, and he's been able to harass one's economy this entire time, almost taking down the Spire there. Really nice job of trying to focus down that one building that's really been giving one's leg up. One is going to try to come back and try to harass, try to do something here. He needs to focus down this one Spore Crawler and be able to get some bounce attacks going here, but he's skirting the outside and is attacking this hatchery, which I don't really feel is the best choice. He needs to be attacking the the heart and soul of Milfinator's base, as Milfinator is just returning the favor over here and will be taking down that Spire. We do see the Broodlings coming out of there, will be softening up a lot of these Zerglings. These drones are desperately trying to kill them, and one is really not in a good position as he doesn't have anything on the ground to soak up any of this damage. If he's not careful, he's going to lose all of his drones, as he does have 50 in the bank, so he will be able to restart his economy if it comes to that. But there's just so many Zerglings coming in here, and we will see all of these drones go down. So right now, one has the prospect of building one drone, and he will be able to only, start off from that, and that's going to be completely terrible to try to restart your economy after that. So right now, one's only hope are these 5 Mutalisks as they're sitting here chewing on this incredibly thick hatchery, as the hatcheries were buffed, I believe, from the last patch. And we do see this queen coming up here. She's pretty pissed off and trying to kill these Mutalisks, but one does tap out, as one would not have been able to DPS Milfinator's base quicker than all of these Zerglings. So one could have won this game several times. However, the lack of micro, focus firing the right things, focus firing the spore crawlers. What really started it was the spore crawlers. If you'd focused down the spore crawlers as they were building, he would have been okay. He would have been able to break open a side of the base. However, he allowed all of them to grow, and he had, Milfinator did a great job of just having this huge apron of air defense. So I really feel that one has a good base, but just needs to start building up, and that really shows you the finer points of micro and how it can make the difference in the game overall. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this critical overview. I hope that you were able to pull something from this and will be able to deploy it in your games in the future. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for SC4D for having me over here, and I hope to be casting more and seeing more videos put up on SC4D from me. And guys, as always, thank you so much for joining me, and this is Venerati signing out.